We are live? Are we live? Welcome. Yeah, we're live. We are live. Katarina, Bertha, and Alex. Yes, sir. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live. So yeah, we are once again back with our live stream. As usual, today we'll be learning C++ and I'm going to continue from what I left the previous day when I was streaming and learning to C++. So this time I'm going to mention again, which I have already included previously if I remember correctly. मैंने C++ सीख रहा हूँ और सीखना start किया क्योंकि I wanna make some good video games as well. So this is the purpose of learning C++ is solely for game development and that's it. And उसी के साथ that is the end goal, that is the objective we have in our mind. And I'll be starting to this live stream. So let's get started. And before anything, we are going to start our ritual of doing some typing speed test. So let's do it. Flash just little never didn't feel cool and then he asked then how the relation was so far. Wow, the speed, look at the speed, man. That is actually fantastic. Yeah, let's do some tutorial.
We're going to make a class called course. What is that course going to have? Well, the course is going to have a standard string, and that is going to be the name of the course. We're just going to call it course by default so that we, you know, it's the name.
We need to declare another class here. But before anything, I want to check if the live stream is going smoothly, or to check actually if anything is wrong with the audio or video or whatever.
vector of student.
So before that मैंने इधर थोड़ा बहुत private variables भी ऐड करेंगे. Alright, everything is working perfectly. So today we are working on C++ classes from the very basic point class, and the topic that I'm recharging on is private variable. I was having a little doubt about it, so that's why I asked this or searched for it on Google, and now here I am. So private variables in C++ are class members that are hidden from external code to ensure encapsulation and data integrity. Class members that are hidden from external code to ensure encapsulation and data integrity. By declaring a variable as private, you restrict its access to so that only member functions of the same class and foreign functions or classes can modify or read it. What if I don't specifically include the private keyword and simply declare variables above the public keyword? I believe in this way that I just describe to this AI also works. Exactly, private by default. That's what I was asking for. So here, in order to type, define a class private, I don't really have to do it. It is default. By default it is private, so there's no need to include private, but for better understanding, they include it here. I understand that. मेरे को पता चल गया. So इधर इन लोगों ने किया जो, तो मेरे को इधर var did var इधर alright, private variable getter setter. of the data type value function return. All right. We can access private variables through public getter function. These public methods provide us with controlled access to private variables. The getter function returns the value of the private variable and the setup function sets the value of the private variable. Get so we are testing that first. C++ class, then a little bit of private variables, then comes getter and setter functions. Well, to make it clear, these are the topics that I will be learning into this live stream session, which is going to continue for 45 minutes, and after that we'll be shifting to another programming session of our project, where that is called, I have already mentioned, trialgram. So after learning a little bit about C++, we'll be doing our project work. I have already mentioned that I'm working on a project of my personal project, which is called trialgram, a copy or a clone of Instagram, which will have functionalities like login functionalities, then comes Instagram related posting abilities and like, shares, comment, and basically kind of like those features. उसके बाद जो होगा देखा जाएगा. So yeah, उसके बाद we are good to go. I think we already learned these things. के बाद क्या करना चाहिए देखना पड़ेगा मेरे को. So core concept, exception handling, pointers and reference, I believe C++ functions. All right. Maybe may learn कर रहा हूँ. Whatever I'm learning, it is inside this oops section, object oriented section. Yeah, I was right. तो मेरे को इधर से कंटिन्यू करना चाहिए. An object is a basic unit of object-oriented programming that represents real-life entities. A typical C++ program creates many objects which interact with each other by invoking methods. The objects are what perform your code. They are the part of your code visible to the user. An object mainly consists of state. It is represented by the data members, attributes, or kind of like that. So whatever I learned so far, मैंने अभी तक ये constructor, especially in C++, I haven't still learned about constructor in C++ like this. इधर थोड़ा similarity है with the JavaScript, जो मैंने previously a little bit explored a little bit previously, which is why I'm feeling a little bit familiar with this concept of this keyword. In Python, you get to see that in the constructor is def dash dash init dash dash, then comes parentheses. Inside that you write self, and then comes these things, variables. Then you just write self name equals name, and then self or whatever variable you declared equals to that variable. And yeah, so it is quite similar here as well. उसके बाद we are going to, so I'm struggling a little bit. In my mind, I'm doubting about what resource I should follow. तो देखते इसने क्या कर रहा था
No,
इस
I'm
बंदे
going
ने
wrong, but I'm just giving this for people who.
तो इसने बेसिकली जो किया था मेरे को याद है मैं भी वो करने जा रहा हूँ इधर Simply, we are going to declare this function, and inside this, कुछ किया करने का है क्या? Yeah, we are going to first name, last name, then comes ID, then comes average. इसके बाद F name is gonna be first name. L name is gonna be last name. Student ID is gonna be ID, and obviously last one is gonna be average. Mark, that's gonna be average. Simple as that. It is still showing some error, which is I don't know why that is happening. Incomplete type. अच्छा बेटा I forgot about this. Sorry for that. Similarly, as standard string, and these two both are integers. So we have nothing else to worry about. So इधर का काम हो गया. इसके बाद इधर हम लोगों को we have to declare some method for different types. So in order to do so, we'll have to say what is it called. All right. String. So standard string get full name, which is gonna be कोई पैरामीटर नहीं होगा क्योंकि that's not necessary. के बाद इधर हम लोग रिटर्न करेंगे what? We're going to return the first name plus element. Is it gonna work? It should work. तो ये error दिखा रहा है. Did I miss something? इसके अंदर भी देना चाहिए मेरे को. Alright. तो इधर मैं I'm gonna create some instances of a student S1 के बाद क्या हो गया? What? Constructors. अब होगा ना मौत का नंगा ना. Alright. So F name equals Holly. Sorry. मैं इधर में आकर confused हो जाता हूँ. You know, I'm familiar with Python, or I'm used to typing code in Python. That's why it becomes a little. It's not that hard, to be precise, and it is not that I forget, but you know, I have formed this habit of using single quotes instead of double quotes all the time. That's why it happens. And in Python, there is no difference, so I have no issue. But in C++, I have already mentioned that single quotes and double quotes both are different. Both they have their specific meaning. The first single quote is indicating characters type, and double quote obviously means a string. तो इधर हम लोग लिखेंगे कुछ भी हाले, एंड मेरे को इधर एक एरर दिखा रहा है, सो स्टैंडर्ड स्ट्रिंग लिखना ज़रूरत है, आई बिलीव. वेल कुछ गड़बड़ है इधर. इसके लिए we are going to be concerning ourselves with this type. Instead of like declaring like this, how about I just do it like this? Ale, the same mistake I just discussed about right at this moment. Davidson. मेरे को पता नहीं if this whatever, it doesn't matter. तो इसका ID होगा 100. Well, the code is working, so there's nothing issue. Now we are going to define a void function here, which is gonna print everything and show all details. We're just going to say that, and उसके बाद standard cout. All right, क्या लिखेंगे इधर? Student number, student name. Can I access the function get full name function here? पता नहीं. Is it possible to do get full name? It works. अब मेरे को जो चीज़ चेक करना चाहिए वो होगा कि will it work like this, you know. कुछ तो गड़बड़ है ज़रूर. Too few arguments in function call. My god. Exactly, it works. I knew about this. I knew about inheritance from Python. That's why I was trying this out. क्योंकि मेरे मन में it was saying that it can be done and it is possible. So I just gave it a shot and it worked. So there's nothing wrong with this. And I have to check my timer so that I don't run out of this. तो इसके बाद मेरे को और भी काम करना पड़ेगा. So whoever is watching this stream only for C++ is going to be disappointed a little bit, because after this I'm going to start working on my project, which uses React.js for front end and Django for the back end. So yeah, if you came here for C++ and to see me struggle learning C++, then you are going to curse me, or you are going to not feel like the right place you need to be here. So yeah, if you want to see me working on my project, then you can stay for a while. But if you don't, then feel free to leave when I stop coding this C++. So whatever, with this I'm going to continue working. Let's not delay the task which needs to be done. Uske baad फिर से we have to include some details as well. This student's ID is, what is the ID number that I showed? Is student ID. And his address is, can I not use something like format and AF string or AF type like how we do it in Python? मेरे को पता नहीं है. I'll have to give it a search and उसके बाद we'll be able to see it. So let's check what is going on here. Student name Harley Davidson, and this student's ID is 100 and his average is 99. So well done. Let's get straight to seeing what this guy was talking about
the extra
here.
Stuff. Let's make a course object. Okay.
We need to.
Someone said,
when
would you ever want to make use of a constant instance of a class? Use constant variables or structs. Nope. A lot of the time you would want to make a const class. The canonical example of when you would want to make use of a const class is as follows. So let's say we want to say do machine learning. Okay, I'm jumping ahead of myself a little bit, but I want to show a good example of this. So let's say we want to do some machine learning with an object called data, and that data is really big. Okay, so this is my data. What I want to do is, if I just pass in data, and again, I'm doing this in the next lecture, C and C++ are passed by value. So I would be copying this huge data structure here, right? So what I want to do is either pass it by a reference or by a pointer, right? Typically by a reference, because it's a little bit safer. And then, since that's a reference,
okay,
I actually don't want this function to be able to change my data. I just want it to do the learning on the data, right? So I want to mark that as const, so that I am 100% sure that this function will not change the
function or object,
right?
Or method,
so
whatever
case,
you call it.
If I have a const
inside
reference to data,
C++,
I call data.getValue, right? If getValue,
question are right, so I'm going to ask that first. Okay, but we'll be back to the codes for tutorial. Can I use anything like format or if in C++, like how it is possible to insert value, insert integer values in Python inside a string. Standard format. It is possible. Format is all over the place, I believe. Okay.
value is not marked as const, then I won't be able to do that. So there are lots of examples of where we need to access const data, okay? Or const classes. And that will come up many times in this course, and I'll get back into that. All right, so enough of that. Let me get on with what I wanted to do for the rest of this course.
Guys, I'm coming back. Wait a minute. I am actually checking something which I can't show you guys, so pardon me for that. Kidare. Alright, it is done. मैंने objects pyramid inside pardon me. I'm back. तो मैंने एक prompt लिखा. इधर मैंने जो ये integer main, integer arg c, then char asterisk arg b, and there is this sign of array or list or whatever you call it. In C++, this function signature is the command line version of main, which allows the program to receive input from command line when it is executed. Integer argument count. It tells you how many arguments were passed to the program from the command line. Argument vector. This is an array of C string, correctly containing the actual argument passed. मेरे को थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, तो yeah, I get it.
Jeez. Okay, so let's make now we're going to make a class called course. What is that course going to have? Well, the course is going to have a standard string, and that is going to be the name of the course. We're just going to call it course by default so that it doesn't have a name. And we're also going to have a standard vector of student objects called mStudents. So that is going to be the context of our course. It's going to have a name, comp4300. It's going to have a list of students in that. Okay.
What is this standard vector for?
So for people asking out there that they didn't get that data example,
vector student, मतलब इधर एक inheritance का चीज हो रहा है, I believe. We are targeting the student class that we declared previously above, and उसके बाद इधर mStudents, whatever that means. I have no
tune into the
idea.
next lecture and you will see, or look at the rest of the class when we want to, for example, draw a sprite. That sprite is going to be a class, and we're not going to want to change it, so we're going to want it to be const. You'll have to trust me that there are
mStudents actually, not it should be students. समझा?
Countless examples of where that is useful. All right, so back to the last thing I want to do. So, as public for the course, we're of course going to have a course private constructor. A default constructor, and we're also going to have a course which takes a standard string name as a constructor, right? The course is going to have a name.
This is called the constructor.
And we're going to use an initializer list to say that the name of the course is going to get the value of name. Now, again, I know I should be passing these by references. We're going to talk about that in the next class. All right.
Default constructor. के बाद ये चीज इधर है VS को public course. This is the default constructor. I should give it a note, I guess. Default constructor. के बाद course होगा. Another constructor that is going to take in the standard string name. which is obviously इधर एक include करना चाहिए what we are targeting. So m name m name, what is that? I don't remember m name to be here. M name, I believe m name. Acha. M name. Done. We're done for the day. और कुछ चाहिए? नहीं.
But let's
So
just
we're
talk
done
about
here.
it now, okay? Strings are big things, okay? There are very few, if ever, any examples where this would be correct. Because again, what this would be doing in C++ is copying
What will it do?
the string name into this constructor.
Standard.
So what we want to do is pass a reference to a string. We'll talk about references next time. And then because it's now a reference, we could actually change the name, which we don't want to happen. And so we want to pass a const reference.
Achha, const mean constant, so it won't be that easy to change it. इसके लिए we are gonna include that here because this guy mentioned that we are not going to change it anytime soon. And this is a reference and pointer, so we'll be discussing about that. I learned a little bit about it. If you can watch my previous live streams
to that. Okay.
So I'm not gonna blabber any bullshit about that.
Whenever you're passing strings around in C++, you want to pass const references to strings and not strings themselves. So this is going to be more correct. Okie dokie. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have we want a way to add students to the class, right? So let's do a void add student.
Add students.
And then we will add a student S into the class. All right. And again, we don't want to copy this student. So for just now, I'm going to say we are going to be passing a const reference to a student, which you will understand in the next lecture. So I know that like people teach C++ in different ways. Some people would say don't write something on the screen that they don't understand. You can drive a car before you know how a car works, right? So we're just going to write this for now, and then next class we're going to explain what it means.
Yeah, that's the way I learn programming. So I don't give a fuck about what it says. Add students. We're going to add some students basically from our student class that we have here above this class course here. So here we are actually using the concept of inheritance. That is really important when you are doing object-oriented programming, or OOPS simply. So I hope you guys will be able to understand it if you are familiar with Python and all. Obviously there will be same keys so that it doesn't make a copy actually. Const reference. Just to make it clear, let's search for the difference between reference and pointers and their applications with examples in C++. Asterisk and add. It can be uninitialized for experimentation. Pointers require explicit dereferencing using asterisk. Read or modify the underlying data. Integer main, integer value equals 10, integer pointer equals value, student class, yeah. Alright.
And how would I add that? Well, I'm going to add that to my students vector by saying push back S.
May up some
Alright,
the why
now
we
that-
were using again. Now I got it. Why we were using this vector. This is basically to like adding data or adding elements inside a list, like how we do things in other places. I get it. Why we were using this, vector. It's quite simple as that. So there's no need to actually, worry about it for now. It's quite simple. It may look complex or
that
hard,
student will be
but it's
added
not that.
to my students vector. All right. How would I get my students? Well, I'm going to write a function that gets the students. Well, what am I going to be returning in that function? Standard vector, student. So that's the return type of the function get students, which
Instead
has no
of
argument.
writing this, how about we just say auto? Auto will have that part. Get it, students. Okay.
Which is const because we're not changing anything. Up here, add student is not const because we cannot add students. Right? Or sorry, we can't add anything if it was const. And since we want to add things, it's not const. This here is going to return the students array. Done. However, again, C++ is passed by value, so the return type would actually copy this big vector of students. So what we want to do again is return a reference to it, and since we don't want it to change, then this is going to be const. So
reference auto, and this is gonna be const. This is also the same here, so we are not gonna have any problems. Same here. Alright, students. Don't see issue either. Why there is an error? Where? That area, yes. Okay, what happened? 51. अब इधर क्या हो रहा था ऐसे? I mean, oh, अच्छा, sorry. We forgot a semicolon. The semicolons are really necessary when you were working in C++.
So this is one of the annoying things about C++ is that const can appear in three different places. At the beginning of a function, at the end of a function, and at the beginning
it can
of a
even be used inside
so const
parameters,
means that this function will not change the class. This const means that
I think this guy made some
returning
mistake when he was declaring this variable vector type. Obviously,
const
it is
correctness
now
is
it is the
important,
M student, which is
and
gonna be
we'll see why
problematic
once we get into the course. All right, so now we've got a way to add students and we've got a way to get students. Now what we're going to do is let's add a way. Let's make another print function. So let's say void print. This is going to be const because we don't want the class to change. We're just accessing values and printing them. And what we can do is let's use that range-based for loop. So for auto s in m students. So we know what that means now. It says use type in.
Okay. By print students for auto add a in m student आया हूँ. Oh, I'll say. What is the issue here? देखना पड़ेगा कि S1 print student. It don't work either way. Course. Should I? Course name. Course's name is gonna be course name, and उसके बाद हम इधर एक course name is gonna be name. All right. Add student. Now we can work here. So first of all, we are gonna define this course as course 1, C1. And उसके बाद we can simply say that we can then simply add this one. Add, what is the name? Students. S1. Guess what? Class type चाहिए लोगों को. Standard string, I guess.
Reference. This is actually student going to be changed. For every student in the vector, let's print it out. All right. Let's see. Do I compile? I do not compile. Oh, because I had this example here somewhere. Where do I have that? Probably down here. We'll find it in a second. Oh yeah, so this doesn't work anymore.
What is this print anyway? I never faced this kind of issues previously, or whatever happens. Don't care about that. Okay. पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है.
All right. So now what I want to do.
Okay, show me what you need to do in order to.
Someone said it looks like I can paste const anywhere. I know.
I really need to know how we can apply whatever we worked on for this
I'm
time.
Very briefly explaining it here
On
but
this
I'm going to
new
explain it
class
in
that we just
excruciating
declared.
detail in the next lecture. So please tune in.
Otherwise,
to
I won't be
lecture
able to
3, which is
see
the
if
second part
whatever
of
I
C++.
did
We'll
was
be
right or
talking
not.
about pointers and references in memory.
Okay, whatever. But first
all right.
of all, show me
So
how we can
let's
validate.
create a course. So now I have a course. Let's call that course comp 4300. We're going to have a name, which is comp 4300. And what I'm going to do is say comp 4300 dot add student, and that's going to be student S1.
समझ गया. तो इधर हम course I need to check if my code is running. So in order to do so, see, add student, add student S1. This is inappropriate and it won't work. K1 add students S1. Guess what? This is gonna work for sure. K1 print student and yeah. So if I can do this, it will show me the one I need. Yeah, we got it. How about we just say that get students? What will it show me? That's done wrong. It don't show me anything because I have to output it. We're using cout, and it will work, I guess. मतलब नहीं हुआ. Get student क्या चाहिए इसका? कुछ error type दिखा रहा है. Is it because it is a vector? Whatever, let's not concern ourselves with this part because it is just gonna waste our time for no reason.
And then I can copy and paste this, and I'm going to add student S2, student S3, and watch this. I can actually do this as well. Dot add student, and then let me make a new student here. And this student is Billy.
Ooh, we can't even directly do that kind of stuff here. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Student, what is the name actually? Last name is gonna be whatever. Frank. Again this problem with string and character. Gilbert. Good man. I don't know if it makes sense, but I just figured it shit out for right at this moment, whatever. And we are good to go. Escape bad. P1 print students. Bam. Yeah. It will work. It will work. Harley Davidson is student name Hilbert, so मेरे को एक काम करना चाहिए. I believe I can simply write something like that. Standard cout and a line break \n semicolon, and it is gonna work or not. Let's see. Okay, the student name Hilbert Guzman. The student's ID is 42 and his average 77. That's got me in there. I believe that's good.
Their last name is Bob. Their student name. Let's look at line 68.
We are going to stop here. The code says the code stopped at code stopped at 2 hours and second, let's say. So we continue from there. We're continuing from there. So already with this, we'll be ending today's C++ learning session, and after that, I'll be back with our, what is it called? Django. Guys, I'm coming back. Wait a minute. I will be back. Don't go. So we can simply work on this, but it is lagging quite a lot. But we look alright guys, we are set. We're good to go once again. So this live stream is gonna continue again for another 40 minutes or 45 minutes. Done. Alright, welcome to the stream once again. We are officially working on our fucking project. So npm dev Django server is also gonna start. Python manage.py run server, and with this we are ready. Let's see what we were working and what is our goal today. तो इधर हम लोगों को जो काम करना चाहिए, alright, this shit is gonna be problematic, guys. Okay, but who cares about that? Where is the chat GPT thing? Let's log in. Now before logging in, we have to sign up. तो साइन अप के लिए इधर लेने Gilbert 123 Gilbert email@gmail.com और 1010109 1010109. It worked. I hope so. It worked. Now we can simply just log into this guy and we're good to go. 1, 2, 3. What is the password? 1010109. So yeah, it's successfully worked. As you can see, this is the home page that I built. It is not that grand, it is not that good, but it works. Somehow it will be able to get the job done for the day, and we'll have to do a lot of things. But before that, मेरे को कुछ check करना चाहिए. मेरे को देखना चाहिए what I want to accomplish now. So मेरे को login change करना पड़ेगा. How can I implement login using social media to my React JS plus Django project? Django social authentication. Guys, so basically मैं जो चीज़ ऐड करना चाह रहा हूँ मेरे प्रोजेक्ट में, which is how you guys can log into a website using your Google account or Facebook account or anything like GitHub, Twitter, or any other social medias. And for that, in order to be able to achieve that, I will have to add this functionality, which is called social authentication. And for that, I'll have to add these packages for social social auth. Mongo engine and bye. What is this? Well, I don't have MongoDB, so I'll be just sticking to this one. Pip install social auth app Django. Alright. Social auth app. Django. So this app is uninstalled, and we are good to go. I believe we'll not have any issues so far. We'll have no issues in the future with this part. I guess I just have to follow the instruction given here, and I'll be able to do it. So configure authentication backends, example for Google Watch 2. Alright. So मेरे को एक डिज़ाइन भी करना चाहिए, I guess. What is the login, sign up, new here. Alright. तो इधर sign up में जब क्लिक करता हूँ मैं, instead of just these, I believe इधर एक Google का लोगो चाहिए मेरे को, एक Facebook का लोगो, and उसके बाद मेरे को इधर where is Excalibur, हम लोगों को इधर ड्रॉ करना चाहिए कुछ. Basically this is our login or whatever you call it. This is our login interface, and simply this is our login interface. So इधर हम लोग लिखेंगे login. Alright. उसके बाद हम लोगों को जो चाहिए वो है कि मेरे को इधर सोशल मीडिया आइकॉन ऐड करना चाहिए. So first one is gonna be Google, the second one is gonna be Facebook, and this is gonna be whatever X. It could be X, Facebook. So this is G, this is Facebook, F, and this is X. Simple as that. तो मेरे को ये चाहिए. तो जब कोई न्यू यूज़र इधर आएगा, so we have, let's say he has to log in inside this web page. In order to do that, he can simply click on this login button after inserting his credential, that if he is a user, and if not, he can simply just register here using his Google account by clicking on this Google icon, simply Facebook account or simply Twitter account, and that's it. उसके बाद जो होगा कि I can even try out the you know, I can try even adding it on my sign up page as well. I don't know, मेरे को इसका color थोड़ा change करने में I believe that will be the right approach here. क्या कर डाला मैंने, it looks too big. Whatever, doesn't matter. उसके बाद इधर simply button का, this is gonna be the button, and this is basically where we are going to press on after we are done with our you know, typing our credential, and simply we're just gonna copy these trees, and that's it. No big deal so far. So for logging in, this is our system. For logging in, we're going to type our name, username, and then password simply. And this is also same for signing up. And if we are too lazy to do so, basically that's what I do from time to time. We can simply type, or we can simply click on this bullshit, icons, and then we are good to go. It will make things easier for us. So let's get to it. And we'll be asking social media authentication guidelines, whatever. The social Django, I believe it is installed. उसके बाद हमारा जो काम है that will become easier. तो मेरा settings किधर है? इधर alright. Social Django, अरे यार क्या हो रहा है? Is it that social dash? It shouldn't be that underscore. It should be. So I like typing. That's why I did this. Pardon me for that, and it worked. उसके बाद और क्या चाहिए? कुछ लिखा था इधर. Configure authentication backend. Authentication backends. Keep for username and password login. Social core backends. Google Watch 2. Django contrive auth backends, model backend. उस टाइप का कुछ वेरिएबल है इधर की देखना पड़ेगा. ऑथेंटिकेशन बैकएंड नहीं है इधर कहाँ ऐड करेंगे मैं? I can simply just type it. You know, I like typing, so that's why I'm not just gonna copy it. I'm gonna write this here exactly. Introduction, internalization. What is this internationalization? Sorry, it is not internalization. It is internationalization. I'm sorry. So हम इधर एक comment add करेंगे. What is the comment? Is gonna be authentication backend. उसके बाद वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर करते हैं authentication backend parentheses social core backends dot google alright. Django contrib auth backend model backend. Is that accurate? Contrib auth backend. Yeah, done. Add OAuth credential to settings file. This is where you configure your client ID, client secret, and a scope for each provider. Alright. Let's ask ChatGPT that if we need to change anything or not, or we can simply just type this shit. Is this fine for do I need to customize the code for my own project? Is the code in the screenshot enough? Yeah, you never know. Basic flow and your login flow happens in backend pages. Still on Django areas to Google. Your phone is not a separate Google app. Your reason you must customize it. One more, tell me. That's what I mean. But I'm learning. So don't give me all the code. Tell me what path I need to follow gradually. Django all what इंस्टॉल कैसे करेंगे? डॉक्यूमेंटेशन पे चलते हैं. Installation, all right. Quick start. Install Django. मेरे को I believe I'm not supposed to do this, so I have to get rid of this guy here. Install Django all what. So this time we are not going to use social auth that we just installed. We are going to use this Django all authentication library or whatever it is called. Then it will be easier for us because मेरे को front end के ऊपर भी काम करना चाहिए and otherwise it won't work क्योंकि मैंने जो डिज़ाइन बनाया है उधर मेरे को लोगो ऐड करना चाहिए. उसके बाद उस लोगो को फंक्शनैलिटी देने के लिए मेरे को थोड़ा बहुत काम भी करना चाहिए and that's gonna be quite problematic, but who cares about that? All right, I can just simply copy this shit if yeah, it is not that optional or टेम्पलेट्स के ऊपर कुछ करना पड़ेगा क्या? Social authentication is not what we are using, so this time we can simply just close that tab and we can focus on this part. So first of all मेरे को एक चीज़ ऐड करना चाहिए which is simply just text. After that I will be customizing it with C++ or Tailwind C++ to make it look good in the future after I'm successfully able to achieve the goal of being able to logging in without any issue. तो उसके लिए मेरे को जो करना चाहिए, that is simply I just have to follow the steps given to me by ChatGPT, and that will get the job done, I guess. Arrest. Getting some error, मेरे को वो check करना चाहिए. What is this error about? Django core exceptions improperly configured. All account middleware or must be added setting middleware. I missed something. That's why it is happening. Template के अंदर कुछ नहीं चाहिए और from Django. Middleware framework context please processor request. Alright, we have that. Authentication backend, this part is not included here. तो उसके लिए मेरे को I can simply write this here and authentication backend. Guys, I think the electricity is gonna go off for some for within a simple time. We don't want to be lasting for any longer, I believe, because I can hear the sound of trees colliding with each other. That is a sign that it is the starting. This is the initialization. A storm, and so it can happen. We have no control over that. Anytime soon, the load shedding can happen, and after that, the connection will go off. So I can't really do anything. But before anything happens, I can just grind until the end. तो उसके बाद जब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चला जाएगा, I'll be doing my workout. So let's focus on it. We have to crush it. We have to do it. We need to log in by username in Django admin regardless of all what. I mean, मैंने जो किया था इधर, that was right. So I shouldn't have deleted that part. I could have kept it. It is the same as it was previously for social what. It is the same for the both of these two. And I guess this is a model backend. Needed to log in by username in Django admin. So this slide is actually important. If you want to log in, I mean, if you want to log in server or a Django backend, you need this part with the what the fuck am I saying, man? Well, I want to clarify that today I'm having a little bit problem with my explanation part. I'd say explanation part. I'm not able to explain thoroughly or as accurately as I was able to do it in my previous live stream. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Maybe I was slacking a little. That's why it happened. But yeah, it somehow is a little bit problematic for me. I'm struggling with pronouncing a single word, and I guess that's it. So let's not focus on the part where I'm having issues. Instead, we can just focus on the main part, which is our code and our project work. So let's not really make it a big issue by focusing on it for a long period of time. मैंने कोई mistake तो नहीं किया इधर. Authentication backends, spelling okay, and this is the list or array, whatever you call it. उसके बाद हम लोगों को middleware के अंदर भी कुछ add करना चाहिए. Let me see. So inside middleware, it is not recommended add the account middleware. This one is important. Message middleware, we have that. Message middleware, authentication, I have all them. Common middleware and session middleware. Security middleware, I have this extra security middleware and this account middleware. I'll have to clarify this doubt of mine about what is about this middleware thing, because I don't know what this middleware means in the first place. Well, maybe I'll have to ask ChatGPT what this middleware is about. Account middleware. All right, we're good to go. Okay, it's social provider. Add record apps, add authentication backends, add social provider, add auth credentials and settings. So not about the React, but React API endpoint. You'll expose something like you can code this yourself. DJ auth provides same. Alright. Either hey. So additionally, add this to your project URL accounts. Alright. So are you talking about these? मेरे को इधर से एक स्क्रीनशॉट मार के दिखाना चाहिए. I believe that's the thing it is about. I believe this is the part, or this is the code snippets that ChatGPT is trying to tell me, by saying that coding snippets. What file is already uploaded? Why is it not working? div अच्छा अच्छा I believe on what account, all right, bro. This gives your API endpoints like API won't install with social. I believe I didn't install Django REST with social. This part is important, so uske liye I have to do it again. क्या हो रहा है बे? REST what? Social something, what is that? With social, alright. Is that accurate? Yeah, so मेरे को और कुछ करने का ज़रूरत नहीं है. I can simply press enter and it will download everything that is necessary here in order to function the project in a way that I am expecting it from, which is working. Yeah, it is processing and there is no error actually. So we're done. Now we have to define this path. All right, so where is the URL? I believe I should include it inside my API applications urls.py project. So उसके बाद क्या करना चाहिए? I've got API auth include Django. मतलब इस टाइप का ही क्या करना चाहिए मेरे को तो. I'm having doubts about this part, but who cares about the doubt? Django auth include करना चाहिए कुछ, मतलब इधर include का ऑप्शन ही नहीं है. What the fuck? Should I add it inside the project should I add it inside the project urls.py file? Should I add it inside the project urls.py file, or is it going to go inside exactly how I'm doing here, inside the urls.py of the application that we're dealing with when we are, authentication, when we are working on authentication? Should I add it inside the project's URL file? Let's keep it simple. Okay. I can do that. Let's cut that shit. This is the back end. Yeah. Here we are gonna go with, what is that? API auth include REST at the URLs that API auth social again include REST auth.registration.urls. We're good to go. Now we are good to go. Okay, but this give you API endpoints like API watercolor. This is written JSON which React can handle. Your roadmap from here. Follow these steps in order. Keep your all auth URLs. These are needed. Accounts from your screenshot. They handle Google Auth. We are going to use them directly. Add their endpoints. They wrap the valve out on resource code. Alright. So simple answer to it. But it's not enough for. I'm not keeping the screenshot code. क्या हो गया? The server was closed and I gotta start the server once again. It is not P. What the fuck am I doing, man? Python manage.py run server. Yeah, REST framework auth token. मैंने वो किया नहीं. इधर कौन सी चीज? REST framework. REST framework. और token. उसके बाद क्या? From views, import register view, verify email, resend email verification view. From all world social media model, import social account. Raise improperly configured. Raise improperly configured all auth dot social account not installed. Yet its models are imported. Django core exception improperly configured. Django core exceptions improperly configured social not installed. Yet its modules are installed or imported, I guess. क्या मतलब है इसका? Where did it go wrong actually? What account authentication backend, all social account not installed, yet its models are imported. all social मेरे को फिर से इंस्टॉल करना चाहिए. Keep install. Water break, where is my hydration source? Social account. अच्छा, so ये भी करना चाहिए मेरे को. All what social account. No, we're good to go. अब दिखाओ. Reload हो रहा है and we are set. I believe there's no issue at all and I have to migrate some shit. So let's migrate. कोई error? No error. Good to go, baby. इसके बाद क्या करना चाहिए हम लोगों को? Install all social account. Just to make it clear, or just to ensure that nothing goes wrong again, I'm gonna install it again to recheck if everything is installed. All what social account. Is it the right text or am I gonna get an error? I have no idea. It was not the right thing actually. Django all what social account. Keep install Django all what social account. अब तो होगा I believe. requirement already met. That means I mean requirement already satisfied. That means it was already installed. We didn't really have to worry about it again. But I was just making sure that everything goes well, and there is no issue in the future as well, as I have already done the part. तो उसके बाद मेरे को क्या करना चाहिए देखना तो होगा इसके बाद. Oh, all right. I migrated the Django's changes I made. Now what to do? मेरा Django का सर्वर ओपन है. I guess it is open, so we can check that if it's working or not. No API. Wow. Still no. What is going on, man? Accounts. The path that we included is not right here. I have to change the path from here in order to make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Actually, not social. अब होगा क्योंकि API मेरा application's name, so that could be the reason it is not working. Still using try this social user login log. अच्छा मैंने इधर क्या किया है. हाँ, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैंने इधर कुछ रखा ही नहीं तो sign up token refresh token obtain pair view. I believe which is going wrong here. Not found. I'm getting a not found error. Getting this error, and my application name is API, not accounts. इन लोगों ने बोला मैं कि it doesn't matter, but I feel like something is wrong actually. देखते हैं this time what happens. Is not found. Accounts login. Not. अबे यह क्या था बे? I didn't want to press on that shit, and if you Who cares about that bullshit? Capture. This is nonsense. Bloody bitch. However, let's not ruin the mood by this. Please don't give me that same message saying that I've already ran out of my tries and I have to purchase the premium membership. Uh, API URL. Yes. Follow URLs. What the? पूछा? मैंने तो देखा ही नहीं. I have to even do that part. Accounts. Like, कुछ होगा. Why do I need to scratch my nose for no fucking reason? Follow the URLs. It will work. I am it is supposed to work this time. Someone's better. Oh my god, it is working. What do I need? You can simply just check. Oh yeah, sign up. Sign. It is working. ये क्या था? Accounts Google login page. Google login. Accounts login. Social login. Social sign up. Social login. I believe this one is what I need here. नहीं? अच्छा. Alright, इधर क्या लिखा था? Accounts Google login. If you put the whatever instead of happy URLs, it will work unless the app's URLs included at the root level. It is included, so but I didn't do so, so we don't have to concern ourselves with. So basically, my time is up for the day, and I believe I shouldn't continue this work anymore because it is already too late, and I have many other things that I have to work on, like studying and many more. So with this, we'll be ending to the session. Peace. See you next time. If you enjoyed the live stream, if you found something that you believe you are learning, if you learned something from my live stream, if you like the way I presented things, then feel free to drop a like, comment, and obviously share the live stream. And next time, obviously, make sure to come back to my stream to watch me solving different problems of coding, and basically that's it. And with this, I'll be coming back with a more accurate way of showing myself, more proper way of doing this live stream thing. I'll improve my voice, the audio quality, the video quality as well. As you can see, the quality is not that good because obviously I'm using my old laptop to do live streams. So yeah, I have nothing else to say, and I believe today was quite a productive live streaming session, and I believe today was quite a productive live streaming session that we had here. And with this, we'll be ending to the session. Peace. We'll be continuing our work from here, from where we are living today. So that's it.